Okay, these are the Amano eggs that I rescued. I have them all separated. They're about the size of a flake of fine ground pepper. I have them all separated. I wished I could show you the process, but I only have one hand and no tripod. Anyway, I got all the eggs separated. This is a toothpick, just a regular round pointed toothpick. You can see how small the eggs are. And this is the whole clutch. And how I separate them is using two toothpicks, and I kind of poke one into the clutch itself just to hold it in place because they're really slippery. And I try breaking the clutch into smaller clusters. And then once I've separated them down, then I position the toothpicks like I would a fork and a knife when, I don't know, cutting up my pancakes or French toast, whatever. You can see how sticky those are. Anyway, once they're separated, oh, I think I smashed that one. I'm not sure. Usually the smashed ones will stick to the toothpick, and you will smash. Yeah, I smashed it. Damn it. Anyway, no, I think that one, no. Anyway, use the toothpicks kind of crosswise of each other. I'll put them down here. Crosswise with each other, and have a hold of, you just kind of cross them like this, and that'll help you separate the eggs. And this is my tumbler. I've kind of cleaned up the opening with my Dremel tool. Anyway, this is just a gumball machine container wrapped in one of my nylon stockings. You can see through it. And what I've done is I have stretched the nylon around it, and I have a hole cut in the top of it. Can't really see it very good. So that the water will flow through. Okay, now, hold on. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so what I have done in the meantime is stretch the nylon even tighter around the container. And what I've done is I've put it inside this cup of water, and I filled it up almost to the top. And then after I get the after the nylon gets wet, I stretch it even more to make sure it's going to be extremely tight. And then I use my eyedropper. Some people will use a baster, or I've seen people use basters. I've seen them use just basters. I prefer to use an eyedropper because it's small. And after, okay, these are going to sink to the bottom, right where I put them. Let me see if I can find a piece of paper to put underneath this so you can see better. Hold on. Okay, here we go. That's better. Okay, you can see. No, I guess you can't. Alright, so once the nylon is wet, it clings onto the container a little bit better. It's easier to, oh, there you can see, kinda. See the little eggs down in there. Anyway, I like the eyedropper because it's going to guarantee that the eggs aren't going to get lost up in the tube. And then we bring it over here. Oops. And drop them in. Flush it out a little bit. And come over here. Suck up some more eggs. See all those eggs in there? Cool, huh? And bring it over here. And drop them in. And as long as you have plenty of water in the eyedropper, you can even suck some of this water back up and bring it back over here. So you can kind of gently squirt them over to keep them together. And just that easy. Unless you're as shaky as I am. Okay. So we'll gather some more up. And they're there. Got plenty of water in there. They will sink down into the very tip of the eyedropper. Bring them over here and drop them in. And then once I'm done, I will pick up some more water over here. I'm running out. Once I'm done, I will put a little rubber band around the top. So there they are down in the tip. I'll put a little rubber band around the top and secure it. And then I will hang it from the side of my tank and let my filter do all the work. If you have some smashed ones, try not to put those in the container if you can help it. If you can tell, see, there's a smashed one right there. I think it's smashed, yeah. Because those will go moldy first. Get all these sucked up. I've got a couple of smashed ones in there. Get a little bit more water. Bring it over here. Yeah, there's one. There's one. That's not too bad. So you don't, oh, 3. I smashed 3 accidentally. Okay, now that that's done, I'll go grab a little rubber band, tie that up, stretch the hell out of it, and tie it up so that it is really, really tight. And I'll be able to see the eggs through the nylon and through the container. Alright, hold on. Okay, so now I'm out of rubber bands. So I grabbed some sewing thread, pulled the nylon really, really tight, and tied it off. Oh, I need to redo my knot. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Alrighty. So I got my knot tied. I got this nylon pulled really, really tight. The container is full of water. The eggs are deposited nice and tidily inside. See, there they are at the bottom. There they are. Now when I tie this onto my tank, wherever I'm gonna tie it, and I will make sure that it is in the flow of the filter, and that way the filter will be what does all the work and keeps them circulated. They will spin and be bounced around in the water column, but I've been successful at this before with 2 clutches of eggs. Well, actually 3. 1 clutch went in one time, I hatched those out, and then 2 more clutches, not full clutches, but partial clutches went in, and I hatched those out. While I have these tumbling, I'm going to put my breeder net box thing in my tank and let it start getting algae and biofilm buildup on it. And then after these hatch, then I'll give them a few more days to get a little bit bigger, make sure they all hatch out, and put them in the net box so that they can get a little bit bigger, eat biofilm, because that's about all their little mouths can handle, and raise them up in there for a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, and then I will put them in my nursery tank and let them grow up until they're big enough to put into my community tank. These are Amanos, and so they will go in my community tank because that's where all my Amano shrimp are. Okay. Okay. This is, I really need to get my other filter going in this one. Anyway, this is the whole idea. You secure it, the little container, with a piece of string. I've got like 4 strands of string together. I'll be adjusting this in a bit, but I wanted to get this finished. Anyway, you get if it's thread, put about 4 lengths of string together. It doesn't have to be long, super long, or some yarn. A strand of yarn will work. Just secure it and put it underneath the water flow. I'm going to be changing out my filter for my more powerful one that's in my 5-gallon. Because this one doesn't, it will you want it to get knocked about and stuff like that, but make sure if you've got floating plants that it doesn't get tangled up. You can see, no, maybe not. Anyway, you can see how you can see through the container. That really makes, oh, there's the eggs. See all those eggs right there in the bottom. Okay, if you get too much air in the container, what I do is I pull it out, and the water will stay in it for the most part, and because it creates a suction. And then I stretch the nylon out a little tiny bit and touch it with my dry finger, which removes the water from the nylon itself. And then I lower it back into the water to where where I've taken the water off of with my finger. That leaves an opening for the air inside the container to escape. Okay, that's it. I'll put a link to my other ones in my other tumbler videos in the description, so you can go look at that, see how I hatched them out. This one's going to need a little bit of adjusting before I'm happy with it. And see you on the next video. Thank you.